comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Russell here, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a top 5 list of the Batman Funko Pops. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a top 5 list of Funko Pops for the upcoming movie that releases actually tomorrow in select theaters as this gets released, or everywhere else this Friday, of The Batman, which I'm kind of excited for it. I don't think I'm gonna see it this weekend, this opening weekend, but I think I'm gonna eventually see it, whether it's in theaters or when it comes out on like DVD or some sort of streaming platform. But overall, I think it might exceed the expectations of a lot of people's opinions at this moment about the movie. But enough of me talking about my opinion of the movie. Let's talk about the Funko Pops by kicking off with my number 5 pick. So coming in at number 5 on my list, it is the Pop Rides of the Selena Kyle on motorcycle. I think this is okay. I mean, you got Selena Kyle, obviously she's on the motorcycle, and I'm pretty sure Selena Kyle, if I'm not mistaken, is Catwoman in the movie, which is pretty sweet. It's a little bit basic, which is why it's so low on the list. I mean, it's just a black outfit with a black helmet, and you got the motorcycle, which is cool, and you even have a little base below the pop there to kind of show that she's riding it on some sort of pavement. I think my huge gripe about this, and it's a huge gripe with a lot of Funko Pops lately that involves with this one also, is that you have such a small Funko Pop in such a huge box, and then you're getting charged the ridiculous amount of money that Pop Rides usually are. Like, the size of this pop, I can definitely tell would be like your normal 4-inch size pop, but the boxes are so massive so that it makes it like, hey, this is a Pop Ride, so now you have to pay about 30 to 40 Canadian for this Pop Rides, yet the pop is so small, and you could have condensed the box much smaller. Which examples of pops like this are the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon from the Yu-Gi-Oh lineup, and then there's also Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber on his vehicle, which is why that this Selena Kyle is right at the bottom of the list, but I think it's a decent Selena Kyle pop compared to the Common and the Chase, which I guess that's a bit of a spoiler alert about this video. But let's move on to my number 4 pick. So coming in at number 4 on my list, it is the Target exclusive Bruce Wayne. I think it definitely makes sense to have at least 1 or 2 Bruce Wayne pops for this lineup, but for such a simplistic human pop, essentially, it's actually pretty detailed, especially with the way that the hair is combed over, where it's kind of slick to the one side. You got his hands clinched in a fist form to his sides. You got the nice black trench coat along with the black and white suit there, so I think it's pretty decent, but I do think there is definitely a better Bruce Wayne pop, which I guess once again that's a little bit of a spoiler as terms to this list, but nonetheless, let's check out my number 3 pick. So coming in at number 3 on my list, it is the Hot Topic exclusive Battle Damaged Batman. I think the detail involved with this pop is pretty sweet. Obviously you have the regular bat suit, but you also have the nice scarring, or I should say battle damaged mask there, where you kind of see it on both sides of the face and then even on the nose. I really like that detail compared to the other Batman pops that are in this set, like, you know, the regular one, and then there's the one with the Batarang or whatever weapon is in his hand, and then the 10-inch. But this is really cool. It's in a fighting stance, and I really like how they added the white eyes to this pop so that it really pops out compared to the outfit, because of course the outfit is all black and gray, so you might as well add white eyes instead of the black eyes. Otherwise it's just a really dark pop and the eyes just wouldn't really pop out all that well, but here they pop out really nicely, and I really like how this had ended up turning out. But it's not higher than number 3 because I do think that there are more detailed pops as terms to this set besides this one. Although this one is a really detailed one, I just think the next 2 are a little bit more detailed. But now let's check out my number 2 pick. So coming in at number 2 on my list, it is the Batman in the Batmobile Pop Rides. I think it's really cool that they made a Batmobile Pop Rides for this movie. I don't remember exactly the last time we had gotten a Pop Rides of the Batmobile for essentially either Batman or just the DC lineup in general, but it's really cool that they did this, especially because the Batmobile in this movie looks more like a classic looking muscle car rather than what we usually see with the Batmobile, where it looks really fancy, whether it's with like the Adam West Batman or even like the Michael Keaton or Val Kilmer or even George Clooney movies. The Batmobiles in those movies and TV series look very high tech, while in this one it looks like a normal car, but I will assume that there are some high tech gadgets involved in this vehicle, because why wouldn't Batman have that attached to his vehicle? This almost looks like how Pop Rides used to be, or how they first started, where essentially they cut the square on the top of the vehicle and then you put the pop in there, but at the same time there's the steering wheel, so it is a slightly different mold. And the reason it's so high up is because of the Batmobile, but as terms of the actual pop itself, it's okay. It's almost like essentially what you would see with the common ones and essentially the 10-inch figure. But as terms to that singular pop, I do like the Hot Topic exclusive much better than this one, which is why this is at number 2. The reason this pop did not make it to number 1 is because I felt like my number 1 choice had a lot more detail than essentially the whole entire set of the Batman Funko Pops. But before we make it to my number 1 pick, I will mention an honorable mention for this top 5 list. So my honorable mention for this top 5 list of the Batman Funko Pops is the Funko Shop exclusive Wingspan Batman. I think this is pretty decent. It's a cool idea to kind of see essentially Batman with like a wingspan outfit, because obviously bats of course fly, but there is a major gripe of why this did not make the list at all, but it deserves to be an honorable mention. It deserves to be an honorable mention because, like I mentioned, it definitely makes sense for Batman to have some sort of cool high-tech outfit, especially like a wingspan outfit, especially if he's like jumping from some sort of height and then he's flying. That's really cool. But my huge gripe about this pop is that I wish this was on a stand, because it seems like that in this scene he would be flying in some sort of sense. I mean, I'm sure there are people watching this right now that have already seen the movie, because of course I don't expect everyone to watch this video as this gets released before the movie gets released, but I'm sure people who had seen the Batman movie already after this video gets released would know exactly what happens with this wingspan scene. But what I'm predicting is that he like jumps off of some sort of building for a scene and he uses it and he flies. But here he just looks like he's just standing still and it's just wingspan out, and he's not really doing anything, which is why I don't like this. If it was on a stand and it looked like it was flying, it definitely would have been in the top 5 list, but because of that huge gripe involved with this pop, that's why it's only an honorable mention and it did not make the top 5 list. But without further ado, let's move over to my number 1 pick for the best, the Batman Funko Pop. So coming in at number 1 on my list, my favorite Funko Pop from the Batman set has to be the Pop in a Box exclusive Bruce Wayne. I think the detail involved with this is absolutely pretty cool. The way that they added kind of that black eyeshadow around the eyes looks pretty cool. Kind of the dirty, shaggy hair there, where it's not completely neatly combed, kind of like how my hair is a little bit at the moment, but you got strands of hair kind of like going across the face also, which I really like. You don't really see Bruce Wayne pops also where he is in his Batman outfit and he's unmasked, which is something I really like because we never really see that. So to see that with this movie lineup of Funko Pops is really, really awesome. He's holding his mask in his hand, which is really, really cool. You got the Batman outfit, and even though he's in a simplistic pose, I think that's all you really need to do, because assuming he's taking his mask off at this point, so you don't really need to have him in like some sort of action pose, but to have him in this kind of pose is pretty decent. Although it is a Pop in a Box exclusive, and not a lot of people do enjoy when Pop in a Box gets exclusives because of the way that they sometimes ship. I guess it's cool on Pop in a Box's part to have what essentially would be the best The Batman Funko Pop as their own exclusive, rather than, let's say, a Hot Topic, a Walmart, or even a GameStop to get this. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed my top 5 list of the Batman Funko Pops, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below and let me know what your favorite pop was from this set. And also let me know, have you seen or have you not seen the movie yet? And if you've seen the movie, did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comment section below. And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.